And no, I'm not that busy. I mean, I'm okay. I'm decently busy. It's also late, so I'm stuttering. Oh God, I haven't been live, therefore I don't know how to speak anymore. Apparently, but I've decided to recalibrate the purpose of these live streams rather than specifically practicing the things I always practice on the main videos. Right? I'm going to practice, or just obviously I'm going to think and actually try to get better at something, but I'm gonna allow these streams to be a stream of consciousness. No pun intended. I literally just thought of that. I'm a fucking genius. I wasn't even trying to think of anything witty in particular, but it's pretty late. Highly doubt anybody's gonna be watching, but this will be a great way for me to just sort of draw whatever's on my mind, right? I decided that stuff like crazy scooters will come as it comes, right? On the floor everywhere, ha ha ha. But yeah, it's late, so I don't have the Viggy bit. I'm just gonna draw whatever comes to mind, and then we will go from there. If I have people come on, right, draw along and give me ideas and stuff. But right now, I'm just gonna draw whatever I want, and I'm gonna try to challenge myself. Of course, again, like I've already started with an eye. Do I know how to draw anything surrounding an eye? No, I literally don't. I have barely practiced portraits. That comes after the art wad portrait roadmap, right? But why not just go out of my comfort zone, as is the point? And okay, I know for a fact that, let's see. This doesn't make sense, but perhaps it can be something grotesque instead. And again, I'm literally not even thinking about whether this makes sense or not. I'm more so just, yeah, stream of consciousness drawing, right? We will work on making this make sense over time. But right now, it's literally just about figuring it out as I go, which I think is a fun little skill to build in and of itself, right? So, no judgment as always. Obviously, I'm making an effort to think and to do something worthwhile, quote unquote worthwhile, right? Like worthwhile in the sense that I'm always making an effort to visualize, but this doesn't have to be anything, you know? This can be something, but it doesn't have to be anything, right? And I encourage you all to, I don't know, I want to do something interesting with this eye. Yeah, I encourage you all to obviously draw along. Or at the very least, why don't you give me suggestions? I actually would. I think now that I've turned streaming into a stream of consciousness, the same joke that I already made. But why not turn this into suggestions as well, right? Because now I'm literally just drawing from imagination. You know, I'm literally just kind of taking it up the ass, as they say. I didn't really know what I wanted to do here. I was thinking mustache, 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 mustache. That's a Team 4-Star reference for anybody unaware. But yeah, I was thinking something like a mustache. But again, I don't know how to draw a face or a beard. So would it really make sense? This is kind of starting to look like an old lady, right? Or like a mouth that is extremely kind of wrinkled. Do I know how to draw wrinkles? No. But can I pretend like I do? Of course. Of course I can pretend like I know how to draw wrinkles, right? Vaguely through all the practices By practices, I mean just little attention that I paid to perhaps Ghibli, right? I think of the fuck like that old ass lady from Spirited Away, right? I think of that. So I kind of vaguely know how line is used to inform something like wrinkles, right? I'm also trying to perhaps create some sort of hair apparatus of sorts, but it doesn't have to be that. We don't need it to be hair. This can actually, in fact, be um, something more than that, I guess. Fucking horrible at speaking right now. Yes, right now being the operative word, because I was always amazing. Let's not forget, right? Play around with lines. Maybe this isn't hair, but some sort of octopus. Brother, go to sleep. Hassan, fuck off. Okay? I'm literally doing this because I didn't feel like doing my regular drawing practice, so I was like, fuck it, I'll stream. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, bro. My fans. You know what? When you get 563 subscribers, you can fucking go to sleep. You piece of shit. Seriously though, you should get some rest. You work very hard. Uh, this is a classic from high school. Oh, big man. Yes, I am quite the large man. I'm actually cutting right now, so unfortunately, I'm not gonna be that big for much longer. It's been what, like fucking 3 years since I've cut, so should be exciting times, I guess. Uh, don't self harm. It's haram. Did I mention I was gonna self harm? I literally don't know what I'm saying. I'm too busy focused on the drawing. You piece of shit. So let's see. Perhaps this can be in a little bit of shadow. Maybe cutting. Oh yes. Hilarious joke. You dumb cunt. Okay, and that can also be a shadow. This is very difficult. Fucking lines. Ah, the colon three face. The comeback. I'll come on your back with the colon three face, that's for sure. It's actually very liberating when you just allow yourself to draw whatever. I did not think I'd be drawing this at all, but here we are, right? Should we give her teeth? How do I even know this is a her right now? I don't. Honestly, all honesty though, whatever that is, it looks sick. Thank you, brother. I don't know what this is. I'm literally just making shit up as I go. I have no idea what I'm making here. I wouldn't even mind suggestions, right? But maybe right? Are you making a dragon squid thingy? Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm literally just making shit up, whatever comes to mind. That would look cool. Okay, I'll add dragon elements. It's actually funny you mentioned that because I was thinking of making this an ear. So why don't we? I probably fuck it up because I actually don't know what an ear looks like. But we'll kind of go with the flow. Again, we're not gonna judge, nor are we gonna expect anything in particular. We're just gonna figure something out. That looked like a tentacle to me. Yeah, this 100%. I was thinking of tentacle sort of texture because I was just remembering something that Artwad Antonio showcased way back. So I was like, okay, I can do something like that. And again, to add depth, I think we can. I love Antonio. Antonio Bantonio. He's the Antonio Artwad, the creator of Artwad, right? Now, what's something we can do here? We can make this get a lot bigger. And Antonio Banderas, yeah, he's also goated, I guess. See, right now what I'm trying to do is abstraction, because we've already drawn cylinders plenty of times, right? So it's boring when you just draw the cylinder all connected, right? But if you can see the cylinder and then draw it partially, now it's like, oh, okay, my mind makes the rest up. That's my understanding of abstraction, right? My mind makes the rest up, right? We don't want to add too much detail. I've been really working on keeping things have white space, right? We don't want to add too much detail is one thing I've taken away. But it's kind of like this interesting balance of just enough details. Plus my line work is absolute shit, as you can see. Like, what the fuck is this? But it's how we learn. It's how we learn. And sometimes you will go over, which is okay. And right now I'm making most likely really big mistakes. I think this is making it look worse. But I'm just trying to, if I follow the form, hopefully it's not too bad, right? And then in between I could add some little things. I wish I could skip to the end result. Then fuck off. Literally come back the fucking when this is done. You dumb piece of shit. This is someone right here that doesn't enjoy the process. They've never put a fucking day's worth of work in their life when it comes to actually learning a skill. Everybody shame this man. There you go. But that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, fuck off. Rude. Gaming doesn't count, Hassan. It's okay. He'll kick my ass in Smash Bros. It's fine. Killing it, cutie. Good night. Yeah, thanks, brother. You have a good night too. Get some rest, bro. Oh, fuck, I made a couple mistakes, but it's okay. Okay, I guess that's something tentacle like. I may have made it. I don't like how this shape looks, to be honest. But we're gonna leave it for now, because right now I'm not really, I guess, inspired, you could say, right? Inspired, ideating. Much. Another thing that I've sort of started to understand is if you want some things to stick out, it does help to add some sort of contrast underneath it, right? Like if I want this part of the tentacle to stick out, I can add a shadow, which technically does make sense because I've created a shadow here. And I can fill that in, right? So that way this bent cylinder, which is this little tentacle thing, perhaps has more form. I may have fucked it up because again I'm just learning, right? So it's very likely I could have easily fucked it up, but I think it's okay. And then we can even do a little hatching like this, right? Not that I know whether that is appropriate hatching or not, but it is hatching, right? One thing, R&B, right? He's a teacher at ArtWad. Hello, Green the Second. Actually, really good timing. I realized I didn't answer one of your questions when it came to my Q&A. I was looking back at the video, and you asked if I draw every day, if this is my main practice, or whether I draw outside of that. I draw a little bit outside of that. 90% of everything I've cataloged December 17th and onwards is videotaped, right? Is recorded, but let's say there's about like 10 hours that haven't been recorded as of now, right? 10, 12 hours, which is small in the grand scheme of things, but full transparency. Yeah, I basically, like, I got a sketchbook now. So on Instagram, I'll be posting probably like a few drawings I do a week for that. But yeah, so It's really good timing. Yeah, I just because I was like, fuck, how do I go back and let him know? But you're here now, so now you know. That's all that matters to me is that you specifically know for your question. So I don't know what to add here. How do we add something here without making it convoluted, right? Because yeah, I'm still trying to think, but what can we do here? Should we leave that as it is? Because I am trying to emphasize this little tentacle thing. That's supposed to be the ear. It doesn't make any sense to have the whites. Let's you know what? Let's do this. Let's just add hatching, but more spread apart. This is values, right? Values, everybody. Apparently, we're adding values. I don't think. I honestly think that it looks like shit regardless because again, my composition, my shapes are uninteresting, right? So it makes sense that whether they're overlapping or underlapping, they would still be uninteresting. But it's okay. Again, the whole point of this is that I'm just trying to feel it out. See, maybe that made it worse, maybe that didn't. But a lot of this comes down to just trying to figure things out, right? Maybe that made it worse, maybe that didn't. But if this is so dark, we should just make this black. That's supposed to be the inside of this nose looking thing. Not that that is a nose, but again, it's all about contrast. And I think I'm starting to understand that intent a bit more now. But let's continue onwards with this beard looking thing. And again, I should work on making my lines maybe a bit cleaner. Well, not maybe, for sure I should work on my lines being a little bit cleaner. But this is kind of like a wooden texture, right? So I need to, in my mind, figure out how I'm going to connect all of these to make sense. I think right now what I'm doing, this is like little box, use this, perspectives, right? So maybe adding just a little bit of perspective to this helps. I think I'm going to add some shadows as well. This is actually really fun. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to use these streams for. Just drawing random shit from imagination. Not trying to make a scene, not trying to do anything specific, but just, we all know my fucking channel has like a million things that are laid out and are, it doesn't make any sense anymore. So I'm okay with that. My friend was here earlier and he was like, oh, make it a dragon. And I completely forgot that he even said that. So I'm sorry, Hassan, but this is nowhere near the dragon you were envisioning. Cheekbones like here, right? So I could probably contour that. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Now we need to change. We need to give this texture. This is where my understanding of form comes in handy, because I can literally add that three-dimensionality as per the perspective, right? And that looks pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Also, green, if you're just here to watch, cool, but I would also suggest you draw along. I know maybe it's a bit weird to have somebody on the background while you draw along, so just mute me and give me the attention. Thank you. So, this is actually pretty cool. I might just start putting this shit on my Instagram too, like random little live stream. And this way I can shill my channel too. Oh, it was a great live stream, guys. Join me in this blah, blah, blah. I fucking stream sporadically. Right? That could work pretty good. God, my laugh must get really jarring to hear after a certain period of time. Not for me, of course. It's my laugh. I love myself. But for those of you who do not have that love for me that I do for myself, I can only imagine. Hell yeah, sure. Yeah, 100% green. Draw along. What I'm doing right now is kind of a zero expectations drawing, which I always do. The only expectation I have is to use my brain, and I always fulfill that expectation, right? You must use brain and you must give brain, and I do both in spades. So, but this one specifically is like, okay, just draw whatever, right? The whole like crazy scooters thing, and I was doing that for like fucking 8 streams. But now, personally, I know that my spatial reasoning and my abilities will get better with time. It doesn't matter when I can draw that scooter, quote unquote, perfectly, because it'll happen. My spatial reasoning is only getting better and better. Evidently, like, look at this shit, bro. What the fuck? I didn't even know I was drawing something, and I'm drawing this from my mind. This is This is crazy to me right now, but it's happening, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I like the spacing I've done here. I want to be consciously aware of the fact that I really like the white space I've given here, and I don't want to fuck it up. Because we all know, or maybe you know, if you watch my fucking videos, which nobody does, bro. Views are dwindling. It's fucking pathetic. But yeah, sure, we all know that I have a problem with adding too much detail, like constantly trying to fill in negative space or white space, right? Which I want to focus on not doing. So this is why I've been very conscious of the spacing that I make. That looks pretty cool. Again, I have no idea where I want to take this. That ear looks fucking horrendous though. This ear truly looks horrendous. I mean, originally it wasn't really supposed to be an ear. And it's okay, it looks bad, by the way. I'm not hating, but you know, I call it like I see it. Trash. So why don't we just fill this up? Because right now nothing is reading. The quote unquote values I was putting in the background is jarring. That looks a bit better. At least this tentacle thing has more space now. Maybe I can add some shadow right there to highlight it even more. Yeah, my brushmanship needs work. Is that a word, brushmanship? Probably not. Penmanship. My brushmanship, I don't fucking know. Whatever. My brushes, my brush strokes need to be stroked quite intensely. Okay, so I was trying to do some shit like adding pimples, warts, right? That's what I'm trying to do here. This I can add a little bit of detail, I guess. But what is this person? Oh, by the way, if you're watching, feel free to comment and give ideas on what I could add. Because yeah, right now it's just my imagination, but this is the whole involving the community thing, right? I want these streams to actually involve the chat, and I'll try to do it to the best of my ability, right? I'll most likely fuck it up or just tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't want to draw that. But until then, right? Okay, I want something to come around like this. Okay. And I guess I'm really running with this little tentacle theme, I guess. Why did I say I guess twice? Nobody knows, not even myself, which is why I clearly guess. Okay. There you go. And maybe this could be another one, right? Cylinders are very difficult. Extremely, especially bent cylinders. Oof, that's another ball game. And yeah, I am doing my best not to crowd this, but at the same time, I'm learning and I'm trying to figure it out as I go, right? So that's completely okay. He copes violently. Hello there, Vexel? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Hello, Vexel? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? How's it going? I am drawing for shits and or giggles from my imagination. We don't judge here. We just dislike and disobey. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something creative. Leave me alone, bro. I'm new to this. Okay, let me do something like this. Right. I think my parents are watching a really sad scene in the Hindi movie right now. I can hear the music going. Green second. Today is my 34th day of drawing. Amazing. Day 34, fucking incredible. I'm very happy for you. I'm very proud for you, and you should be very proud of yourself. Day 34 of 340,000. Let's fucking go. Right? I'm really, really happy for you, man. That's awesome. Okay. This is starting to get a bit convoluted. I'm good, thanks. How about you? You can just say Vexel instead of the extra bit, but that's funny, right? That's like he's so unnecessary. Yeah, sure. I'll just say Vexel. Anyways, hello Viggy. Hello everyone. Yukaha Uni. What the fuck? I have extra people. Do people, are you fuckers even subscribed? Like, subscribe. It seems streaming is actually a pretty good opportunity for me to talk to people. And I feel as if this drawing from imagination shit is a good opportunity as well. By the way, my channel does not comprise of this, apart from the Kim Jong-il series. Okay, so if you want to see this shit, either watch that or watch my streams first and subscribe. Blah 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 blah. I don't fucking know. I'm so tired. But if you're curious as to who I am and you're new, watch my channel intro. But the TLDR is striving to become the greatest artist of all time by following the fundamentals. I don't fucking draw stupid shit. I only practice things that are good for spatial reasoning, right? I'm a bit of a dickhead, but that's the charm, you know. There isn't anybody in art YouTube like me who says it like it is. That's my whole bit, right? I say the word retarded and I swear, so people are like, "Oh my god, so controversial." But yeah, the end of the day, I'm here to encourage you and everyone who is, I guess, listening or watching, that they can draw. That's the whole point of my channel. Is I'm a nobody. I'm extremely average, and yet I learned to draw pretty decently. This is 2 years and 7 months of drawing practice. I started November 1st, 2023. So and you too, in 2 years and 7 months, can accomplish something much greater than this by only drawing with pen and only focusing on the fundamentals. Ta-da! Right? It's literally like an algorithm. It's super super simple. It's not easy. Art is not easy to do whatsoever, but it's extremely simple. It's probably, again, I say this all the time, and maybe I'm really biased, which I am. Obviously, I'm fucking drawing, but art is a very solved skill. If you're a beginner, it's you really, your job is not to fucking question whether something works. Your job is just to do the thing that works, you know, because it already works. There's billions of fucking millions, yeah, hundreds of millions, not billions, artists out there who have already solved it. They've literally already solved it, right? You don't need to think, does this work? Go on Instagram, go on Pinterest, go on anything, and just type in good art, and you'll be like, oh wow, art does work. Like, it's not art, what the fuck, that makes no sense, right? This does work. Fundamentals work. Boxes and cylinders work. Manipulating those shapes work. If you want a very entertaining way and engaging way to do this, Artwad, ARTWOD. I'm not affiliated with them, but if none of you fuckers join them and go on their Discord and shill me, finally they'll let me be their affiliate. Those pieces of shit. Somebody commented, I found you very entertaining. I find you very entertaining. Subbed, by the way. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But I have a question for those of you watching. How can I make this more interesting without taking away from the background? Maybe I could just cover this up, right? We could have because right now I have no idea how to. Yeah, I have no idea how to make this look like it makes sense, if that makes sense, right? I have no idea how to make this shit look like it makes sense. Yeah, dude, let's go. What's up, Biggie? Hey, hi, buddy 7, i.e. Jeff. Jeff is my #1 dick rider, everybody. You should strive to be like him. When I'm big enough to be able to produce my own shirts, I'll be dick riding him back. I'll probably put like hi, buddy 7 or some shit in fine print. You know, can't give him too much attention, but still. But yeah, I'm finally back to streaming. I apologize that I wasn't doing my Monday streams. But now at this point, like, I will obviously get back to them. But at this point, today I didn't feel like doing my main. Here's a little sneak peek, right? I was doing this. This is going to come up 2 weeks from now. I was practicing this. Artwad, grind nodes, cylinders in 1 point perspective. I really didn't feel like doing it for my second hour today. So I was like, sure, let's just do something different, right? But yeah, cool. I'm happy to meet everybody here. I hope you're all drawing, right? I'm still trying to figure this shit out, so please excuse me. In fact, maybe I can just do this instead. That's probably better, because if I'm going by the fucking like hentai tentacle theme, it's probably best to just focus on the form, right? Maybe some lines to indicate it, because that's what we're obviously trying to do. Does that indicate it well enough? This entire sequence literally makes no fucking sense. I have no idea what I did here. This looks fucking retarded. We're gonna just completely pretend like it doesn't exist. Yeah, this is all jumbled. I'm gonna regret this for the rest of my fucking drawing session. That makes no sense. That whatever the fuck I did here makes 0 sense. But at least now it looks like there's a tentacle coming out. I have no idea what the fuck I did here. But we do not want to make it look like too much is going on. So we can literally just create some perhaps awkward pattern, right? And have that pattern carry over here. I'm just bullshitting as I go, to be honest, but that's the best part. That's literally the best part. is once you learn the fundamentals to a decent degree, right? I'm nobody amazing, but once we learn it to a decent degree, even though everything I'm doing right now is still a complete fuck up, it looks decent enough. I'm following you on one monitor and drawing cars on the other. Amazing. Be like this man. Be like Yukaha Uni, everybody. This motherfucker. He knows how to retention and attention. All right. Be like him. Keep me on in the background. Keep me muted, right? And full blast every single one of my videos. This right here, this is a super fan. How the fuck do I give him? Actually, I can't give him money, but I can. Can I give you like an accolade? I can't give you an accolade. He is him exactly. Green second. Yes, that's awesome. Yukaha. Yukaha. That's like the most fucking weeby way to say it. I'm sure. So, but yeah, Viggy famming everywhere, boys. We are back. We're back. Ooh, we are back. Right. I was gonna do something with this one here. What the fuck? I fucked that up. That was all a mistake. But it's crazy when you just A, learn the fundamentals, and B, just like, okay, I'm just gonna do something from imagination. It's amazing what just the knowledge of form allows you to do, guys. This is why, like, if you want to hack to get good, like this, I don't know if this is good, but if you want to hack to just make something look representational and three-dimensional form, just fucking autistically go off on form, everybody. It is amazing what you can do. I'm trying to figure this out. There you go. Something like that. And again, I'm trying to figure out abstraction as well right now. So lots of different skills that I'm fucking up. And that's the best part. Don't forget, if you're fucking it up, you're one step closer to not fucking it up. That is one step closer out of 1 million, of course. And that's the best part because art is a lifelong skill. You know, think about it this way. If you were already good at art, would you even care to draw? Like if you, let's say you woke up tomorrow and you're like, oh wow, I'm an amazing artist. You just be bored because you could draw everything. A lot of, unless you're just a piece of shit who doesn't care about working for anything at all, right? Then get off my channel. Not before you like, subscribe, of course. But what I think is it really helps to just enjoy the process. Okay, how can I add more depth here? Come on, guys, give me some ideas. This looks really cool. I just want to add one little extra detail possibly that makes it look cooler, more three-dimensional. What could we do? Could we do, because we're seeing the bottom of this. Okay, maybe I could do something like this. Ah, yes, there you go. Beautiful. I am a fucking genius. And again, it's just a box, right? This is literally just a box. I'm just thinking about the plane. It's a bit unorthodox, right? We're just turning the plane, you know? Actually, does this even work? I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to draw a Mustang. Nice, very nice. Cars are very difficult to draw, but at the same time, they're probably the easiest in terms of just simple shapes, right? Like they're difficult in the sense that there's a lot of micro angles and stuff that happen. I guess that's the best way to say it. Like with cars, let me just do on the side. Like, yeah, you could have a box that's like this, right, for the hood. But really, you're gonna have like one tiny little angle there, one tiny little angle there, like maybe a curve there. Maybe this is jutting out a little bit before coming back in, jutting out a little bit before coming back in. And then you got like a little thingy here, right? And before you know it, you have 18 different angles and the relation to those angles to think about, right? So yeah, cars are very difficult. Cool. And again, I do not want to. First of all, I don't know why I'm giving this guy fucking like extremely wrinkly eyes. Is this a guy or a girl? We still don't know yet. You know, it's a they them. Respectfully, a they them. But in this case, it's just an ugly piece of shit. But you know, they thems can be ugly as fuck. It's very possible, right? Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Girl, ha ha ha. You thought I was talking about you? I wasn't. Unless I think that you think that I'm talking about you. I fucking confused myself with your comment. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, let's say this is a woman, right? Because this was she was based off of vaguely the Spirited Away grandma character, right? The fucking creepy ass one. So okay, we want to continue this as well. And you know what? We can literally change the form around, We can add a little GM lagging so much. Why? Is it your internet? It has to be your internet. It looks. I have my iPad on the side and there's no lag at all. Unless you mean you're laughing so much. In that case, yes, I'm fucking hilarious. Let's just go with that. But okay, I'm gonna leave this beard for the time being because I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. But we got like a little tentacled bad internet, smiling, crying face. Oh, sorry to hear that, Vexel. I love this streaming thing, bro. If this fucking streaming gets me people to talk, that's wonderful. I'm gonna keep doing this shit. And yes, you are funny. I'm hilarious. Thank you. Dude, some of my videos are so fucking. I'm such a narcissist. I was literally editing my videos today, and by editing, I mean just adding background music, and I'm just laughing. I'm literally just laughing at my own fucking videos. Fucking, I'm such a narcissistic piece of shit. It's amazing. Makes me happy. But yeah, I'm just like, wow, I can't. This. There's no way my channel won't take off. I'm just too fucking funny, you know. And obviously, I'm drawing pretty decently. Think about it. 10 years from now, that's 10 years of progress. Do you know about any art channel in the history of YouTube that has extensively documented their progress in the right way, as I am doing right now? The answer is absolutely not, right? So yeah, I honestly do the same. Vexel, good on you, bro. It's good to yeah, it's good to find yourself funny. Okay, I want to do something with the shoulder, if we can call that a shoulder, because I want to. Right now, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I'm practicing more organic forms, which I don't do often. But now I want to practice. I agree with that sentence. He's very funny. Thank you very much, Yukaha Uni. Right? I want to name drop everybody, so whoever catches this stream later on knows exactly who's saying what. See, I'm a very, very what's it called? Caring individual, sure. But yeah, I want to do something more. I mean, I do a lot of hard surface anyways, because a lot of fundamentals practice is pretty hard surface related. But it's still something I'd like to do. I think my internet is going out. Jesus Christ, but this guy is literally the biggest fan. His internet is going to shit, and he still decides to hang on for dear life. God bless your soul. Fuck me. And I don't mean that literally, okay? I know I have rabid fans waiting at the ready. Now that you guys have seen my physique as well, it's only a matter of time. Viggy Fammer is going to be Viggy Gooning soon enough. Okay. This is me making an attempt to draw something mechanical. If you guys, again, please fucking suggest something for the love of God, bro. I literally don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is all going to shit. But this is like an organic creature, so I have no idea what I could do here. I literally have no idea what I'm going to do here. I'm drawing an arm of sorts, right? I have no idea. I'll chill here as long as I can. Thank you, Vexel, question mark, question mark, question mark. I appreciate you. But yeah, what's something you guys would like to see me draw? Put on a metal arm. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm glad that you're thinking the same thing. I'm adding little cylindrical attachments for a metal shoulder / arm thing. Will it look like how I want it to look like? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest. Right? Because it never does. It really never does. Not right now, at the very least. That's why I'm trying to visualize, right? That's why I'm trying to visualize all of this. Okay. We have this, and now we can maybe start connecting. Whatever I do, I was going to suggest it having a cane, but I feel like that is so out of pocket. It could have whatever we want it to have. Again, this is how I want to involve the community, is by drawing also what you guys suggest. This will also bring me out of my comfort zone, right? At the end of the day, art is not just about drawing what I want to draw. Technically it is, but really, in my opinion, art is just about trying to learn and practice as much as you can, right? So in that vein, we could 100% try adding a cane somewhere. Maybe not right now, but at one point. I think it should be possible. But again, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I'll be honest. I usually go for an hour. It's been 40 minutes, goddamn. But if you guys are this engaged, and honestly, I'm really engaged in whatever the fuck I'm drawing right now. I see no reason as to stop this, right? Apart from, of course, sleeping, because it is fucking midnight here in good old EST time zone. But you see how fucking hard the brush pen is? Look how fine this tip is, bro. Look how fine that is. It's fucking difficult. It's very good that it's difficult, by the way. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to showcase how when you practice with the hardest materials, you infinitely improve your skills. It kind of was just a logical thing to me. I'm like, okay, if I just practice with the hardest pen, in my opinion, right? I have to always fucking preface with my opinion before somebody starts jerking off in anger. But if I practice with the hardest material, then it's only inevitable that every other material becomes pretty damn easy to use, right? Draw with only pen, only practice the fundamentals, only fucking use the brush pen specifically. Specifically, by the way, this thing has a completely retarded name. What is it? Pentel brush sign artist pen fucking artist Pentel or some shit. It is the most retarded name in the world. I don't know how the fuck they came up with it. This has to be a translation error from, what is this, a Japanese brand, a Korean brand? I know it's East Asian, but yeah, it fucking has to be a mistranslation. If they intentionally went out of their way to name it like that, bro, it has to be like a bit, you know, like let's give it a retarded name so people will remember it more. It's working. Genius. Please sponsor me. Right? Fucking Jesus Christ. You've brought cheer to my morning. I'm more engaged than anything. I appreciate it. You can Uni, I appreciate it. I'm probably butchering your name. This is what happens when a brown man tries to pronounce uh an East Asian name. I'm pretty sure that's a Japanese name. I'm a weeb, so maybe I've managed to blend in. Fun, love the goofy names. Yeah. It's fun until you have to explain it to someone. They're like, "What is that pen?" And you're like, "Oh God, here we go again." It's honestly not that big of a deal. I'm making a story out of nothing because I'm doing something extremely boring right now, which is fucking inking this tiny little spot. It's not boring for me. I'm having a great time and I'm extremely focused. But you know, maybe my retarded commentary is a nice little segue out of it. Okay, now we are going to draw the shoulder thing. Here is the trouble. I have no anatomy knowledge, right? I've only done the basic mannequin. When I do Artwad's Artwad ARTWOD, you have to show them again. But once I do their figure roadmap, like full on go through it and complete it, sometime this year, probably early next year, because I'm taking my time. And once I've complete their portrait roadmap, then I'll know how to draw a face and body. Right now, all of this is through very minimal, not minimal, at least like 20 hours of face portrait practice, 10 hours of portrait practice, 15 hours of figure practice. That's all the practice I have. Intentional practice, but only minimal practice nonetheless. Jesus. So I have no idea how to draw a shoulder. I literally have no idea. I can try to imagine. I'm literally jacked. I should fucking be able to just visualize my own shoulder. But clearly that's not gonna fucking work. Or is it? Think about the medial deltoid, the rear deltoid. Well, I'm gonna go back to working out. We'll still be listening into the video, but we'll comment every now and then. Vexel, nice. You lift as well? Enjoy your workout, brother. Or sister. I'm assuming it's a guy because my audience is fucking 90% male. Ain't no woman finding this garbage entertaining or funny. You know, female art space is very we're all happy, everybody's a good person, which is true. Everybody is a pretty decent person, right? Apart from anybody on my channel, evidently. But yeah, I'm completely like 90% male audience, so I highly doubt I'm a woman law. Holy shit, Bakana! It cannot be. Well, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Please add to my statistic. What the fuck? I just got my fucking entire worldview shattered. Thank you so much, Vexel. This is a insane turn of events. Holy shit. I don't think it changes anything about my statistics though. My fucking girlfriend's been watching my shit since the beginning, and for some reason her account was never added to the statistics. So I think it's just YouTube's just a lying piece of shit at this point. But I'm gonna die laughing. Please don't. I need your sub and your attention. Happy married life. To who? Me? I don't know what the fuck that means, but thank you, I guess. Okay, how do we make this look metallic? I'm pretty sure, because again, like a lot of this, we're just gonna infer from manga that we've read, right? And obviously, like inking methods. Do I know them? No, I don't really know them, but I'm gonna do my best to vaguely recall them. Right? I'm pretty sure there's a sheen you can add with inking. Like it's all about texture, right? So everything has a texture, despite the medium that you use. God, that was a fucking horrible line. Jesus Christ. But can I remember it? Is the question, right? Can I remember it? Let's see. Okay, that is a shoulder-looking thing, We will just leave it at that. If we want to make it look more mechanical, I know I can definitely do just shit like this, right? Add little fucking squares and like this is like nonsense detail that I found out from check out Stephen Travers art. He fucking he talks a lot about the illusion of detail, which is just like fucking doing random shit like this, but that ends up being like an entire forest. I'm obviously completely paraphrasing and bastardizing his technique. But the point is you create shapes that represent what you're trying to make, but do it in a more loose and abstract way. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But when in doubt, if you don't know how to draw metal, just go back to what Antonio Artwad has taught you, which is form indication. Just form indicate. And that should add some depth. Why'd I say it like that? Some depth. Some depth. Okay, I guess that's just my voice. That's fucking painful. Jesus. But, and then here, I'm pretty sure because of the way I drew this, this can just be an entire, there's shadow here for sure. There's 100% shadow here. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Because, okay, this is form indication there. We don't want to rush. I have a really big problem with me rushing. And I know anybody watching is like, what the fuck? You draw so slow. What do you mean you rush? But trust me when I say I rush, right? I really don't give a shit about how long I take because I want to take my time and visualize everything, right? See it in my mind's eye or on my butthole or whatever the fuck. But I want to be able to see. I want to be free. I know that's a song. I think that's from something. I actually sang it during today's video as well. Be on the lookout 3 weeks from now because I have a great backlog. I'm very efficient. But okay, so yeah, we've added the illusion of something. This obviously is in shadow. Why obviously? I don't fucking know. Let's just assume the light's going that way. Do you think I know anything about lighting? Absolutely not. I know nothing about lighting. But I do know how to fraud skill and intent just through mimicking what others have done. Now that looks relatively metallic. What can we do to, I don't know, let's do something like this, right? Little divots. This is basically, okay, that's something. Is it something good? No, absolutely not. This is called something bad. But it's actually not that bad at all. This is pretty great. I'm just doing the artist thing where I'm like, guys, I'm such a bad artist, so everybody can stroke my cock and tell me how good I am, and that is not true. But no, this looks pretty decent, to be honest. I'm very, very content and very satisfied with how this is coming out, right? Just because I know I could do better, just because I know I'm learning and all that shit, doesn't mean I'm not appreciative of the growth that I have attained, which is the mindset I implore all of you to carry, right? Growth is growth, whether it's minuscule or not. Do you also do live in Twitch? No, because I don't know how the fuck to do it from my phone. I'm literally only doing this on YouTube because it's straight from my phone. It's super convenient and easy. If you know anything about my channel or me, you know I'm about the bare minimum effectiveness, right? So, ooh, I know what I could do. I know what I could do. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. I just need to make it. Okay. What I'm thinking, and let me know what you guys think. I'll ignore you and do it anyways, but I'd like to see what you think. Is I'm thinking of adding a giant fucking, like, you know, like Iron Man, like the chest thing, the circle energy thingy, with like a fucking giant cable going to the arm thing. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him shoot something, pretend like he's shooting something relatively in that direction. We're gonna practice foreshortening and stuff like that too, right? But I think that would look pretty cool. I genuinely think that would look pretty cool. Nobody's responding because I get 0 viewership, so I'm gonna fucking start drawing it. You can suck my dick, right? So this is, let's see, how big do we want this thing? I'm gonna make this guy's body so retarded. It's gonna be like a stump. This looks like such a proper character. Watch me somehow fuck this up. But let's see. I'm trying to visualize. I mean, if I'm going to visualize, I might as well just do something like this, where I just... Very interesting. Thank you. You are also very interesting for commenting very interesting. Okay, we need nice gesture. We can start thinking about gesture, right? We can maybe, okay. I can make it very boring, and it's just like a C curve. Or maybe I can make it like a twist and then go like that. Or maybe, okay, because I've already made this, so we've already kind of limited our option just by making this curve. Or maybe I can actually curve it around like that, make it go there. Yeah, it's interesting. Or maybe we can. I feel as if some sort of curve will be the best. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. So something like, and I guarantee that there might be a huge mistake that's happening right now, but maybe not. Right? And this is actually where I can practice foreshortening yet again. I fucked this up last time when I was doing like my own practice. So let's see how it goes when I do it again with that intent in mind, right? Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so here we have this. Of course, this is the cylinder. Okay, we can't fuck this up because if you fuck up a cylinder, it's literally gonna fucking haunt you for the rest of your life. Oh, thank goodness. It's okay because even if I did fuck it up, I would have just spewed some bullshit about belief mindset and we would have been fine. But now we need foreshortening here. So we need something like, okay, see? Starting off much thinner, and then we need to very gradually, oh, this is not bad, increase it. Spelling it out helps a lot, like speaking it out loud. Cool. Okay, now that probably looks like nothing. This probably looks like very little to you guys right now. That's the beauty of drawing from imagination. I see what you can't. I see what you don't. And now I'm just gonna make some shit up. Because that's the best part about drawing is making shit up. Hello guys. Tracker. Hello tracker. Is this a warning from the FBI? What the fuck's going on? Very ominous. Hello guys, he says, with the name implying he's been watching and or listening to me. I'm telling you, I didn't check out the fuck. I can't even think of like something funny. Probably something to do with porn. It wasn't me, officer. I wasn't watching the dwarf porn. I don't fucking know. That's such a shit joke. Everybody ignore that. Jamie, cut that out. I don't know who Jamie is, by the way. But HRU. What the fuck kind of Elvish is this? What in God's name? What in tarnation is this man saying? Message retracted. Yeah, you fucking retract that message. Okay, think again about what you just said. Jesus Christ, my eyes. We love drawing the most random thing and people be questioning what it is. How are you all? Ah, he meant to say how are you all. He's just illiterate. It's okay, guys. Forgive Tracker. He's definitely not FBI. Actually, FBI is probably pretty illiterate, so maybe he still might be. But you never know. Okay. What the fuck is going on here? I literally don't know what I did. I have I had a plan and then I butt fucked it. No wait. No wait. It's still clean. There's no fucking yet. Oh. Okay, so I've still somehow managed to maintain the illusion of form and depth. I'm a god, bro. I'm actually fucking just the best around. No one's ever gonna let me know. I'll stop. Yeah, I'll definitely stop. The struggles. Indeed. Indeed, Vexel. Okay. Cool. He's here, Tracker. Who's here? Oh, fuck you. See, this is the horrible part. I don't remember my own jokes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then you just fucking flashback to 10 seconds ago. Allow me talking about how he's just horrible, horrible memory, apparently. This is called flow state, everybody. Wow, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm a fucking god. I'm literally the best. This is the type of ego we need to get good at art, right? That and just rambling about growth mindset, the spacing effect, whatever the bullshit I always talk about. Cool. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty fucking legit. Probably should have a Tracker is my friend. I invited him because he has to watch this magnificent stream. Oh, nice, cool. Holy shit. Is this networking? No, this isn't networking. This is word of mouth. Incredible. My mouth has created words, which in turn has caused your mouth to create words. Legitimately. True genius. Okay. I think the perspective may be slightly off. Now we just have to figure out how we can make this more organic. And I think I know how. So we'll have something jut out like this, right? When in doubt, just random cylinders, right? When in doubt, literally just fucking add random cylinders that have no place being there and have no logic. You now have a community in Brazil. Holy shit, amazing. My community's mainly been US, Canada, and India so far. So I did have a little bit, I think, in the Philippines. But that's pretty sick. Yukaha, are you the... Oh, message retracted. I was in the middle of saying something. Or not even saying something. I was just in the middle of outing your comment. Bastard doesn't want his shit to be out in the open. How could you? In the age of the internet? Okay. I'm trying to follow an imaginary form, which should be something like a body of sorts. And again, this is all random shit that I'm doing to hopefully indicate a scar or like something interesting. Well, guess I'm in who knows where. Now I know who is who. I'm so confused. These guys are having a fucking conversation on their own. I'm just gonna give up. But there, now we can add these little fuckers over here, right? Obviously, you want to follow the perspective of the cylinder. But it's actually pretty cool that people are just talking in here by themselves. That's indicative of a community, right? We are all community. Emphasis on the com. Fucking, I'm pretty sure that's one of my thumbnails. Yeah, when I was shilling my Kofi, which people won't buy until I'm really good, of course. So 10 people watching my stream. Holy shit, that's almost as many people that were watching Zeph's Draws stream where I was there shilling my content to him as well. Yes, I do go everywhere and anywhere, like the common whore. But you have to. YouTube is a networking game, right? It's all about marketing and all that shit, which I have no skills in, clearly. He told me to fuck off. And then everybody clapped. So, okay, so it's connected here. We will have maybe... Oh, shit, that's supposed to be more pointy. See, mistakes happen. That looks like a fucking dragon. That's pretty cool. I didn't even mean to do that. What's inspiring your drawing? Absolutely nothing. Cut helm. I'm literally just making shit up as I go. This is the first time I've done this on stream. I've obviously had an imagination series, but my mindset right now is just draw whatever. And if something comes to mind, something comes to mind. I started with these two eyes. I don't know how to draw people. I don't know how to draw anything, to be honest. I just know basic forms. I'll watch every single one of my videos, 161 out right now, and you'll get an idea of my entire story. You're welcome. But hope my mic doesn't die by the time I'm done this. But I don't know what I'm going to do for this arm yet. So while I fill out this thingy, I hope that in some time you'll have a giant community. Your live is too good for many people not to know about. I appreciate that. This is the most fun I've had live because I have officially today decided to start just drawing something from my mind for fun, because that's actually the most interesting, right? Like I was just practicing scooters and all that shit before, but this is genuinely more interesting. But okay, while I texture this, it's time to drink water, everybody. It's very true. Stay hydrated. I'm actually gonna drink some water right now. Let's all drink some water. But yeah, while I figure out the details for this wire, please, if you can, give me suggestions on what you'd like this arm to look like. Be as specific or as general as you can, and I'll see what I can do, right? I'm not going to say I can do exactly what you request, but I'm just trying to get ideas out there. My mind is clearly not enough. Hydration. The fuck? No, that's just something else. It has Vexel just said hydration. I was like, what the fuck? That has nothing to do with what I said. But oh wait, let's we gotta add some shadows here. Why? No reason. Literally no reason. I don't even think they have to exist, but I added them now, so it's fucking GG. Watch me become great, more like watch me bullshit through every fucking drawing, which is greatness in of itself. You know, the best artist is a con artist. Okay, let's practice our form indications. If you're wondering how I got to my level of quote unquote skill, maybe add some scratches on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll add some scratches on this piping. That's the thing with drawing from imagination, is there's technically a million things you can do, right? we have to filter in our mind what it is that we want to do on the things mobob. What the fuck is a mobob? On the thingamabob. Oh, on this. Yeah, okay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But as an artist, I've really tried to, especially in recent times, now that my perspective and form skills have gotten pretty decent, I've tried to really take in the advice of, okay, observe the world. Sorry, observe the world around you. But the thing is, you can only observe so much. You have to put into practice. It's a skill like any other, right? So I'm trying to break out of that shell where I only draw. Unfortunately, I'm doing it right now, like tentacly or wiry things. Right, I'm trying to create interesting contours right here because this is just a contour manipulation. This is literally a cylinder with a square cut out on the sides. It sounds simple, and it took me 4 months to just get comfortable with that. So trust me when I say, like, I know how difficult art is. I think anybody who watches my channel knows that I specifically always stress how difficult thinking in perspective is, thinking in form is. Think about it. When I'm making this, I'm not just drawing a circle. I'm literally visualizing a fucking square plane. You know how difficult it was to get to that point? What is an artist? Green the second. Very true. Way to fucking completely cut me off, you piece of shit. But yeah, I always want that to be a staple of my channel, and just the quote unquote lessons or that I try to teach. I'm not anybody to teach anything, but I will have a teaching series soon when I'm good enough in about 5-6 years. But biggest thing is art is very difficult. Visualizing form, visualizing perspective, visualizing lines, visualizing anything is immensely difficult. Never ever let anybody tell you it's not. And anybody who doubts that it can be done, well, here's your proof, right? I'm just an average piece of shit. Watch my intro video. It should tell you everything that you need to know about my art progress, because I started off by showing you my art progress, who I plan to be, who I plan to do, what I plan to do, all that stuff. So, okay. Now, scratches. Arnb, Arneb, right? He's a concept artist. Totally not me drawing one of your thumbnails I saw, because why not? Fan art for you, buddy. Oh, that's pretty cool. What the fuck? Thank you. I do have an Instagram now. I'm posting a little bit, so I might actually post this once it's done. Fuck this. I'm gonna have to stream tomorrow then, or am I just gonna have to stream till I'm done this? Because we can't just leave this here, right, guys? Too many people are committed. Okay, so R&B said something about when you're drawing rendering and like scratching, there's something called T lines that I know about. What do I know about them? Literally nothing, apart from the fact that it creates a T, right? And he mentions like you can break up your lines, right? We can do this. And another thing is white space, obviously. We want white space. A lot of this seems to be intuition. I know there's theory behind it. I know there's theory behind rendering. I literally have the book Pen and Ink Rendering by Arthur Guptill, right? He's like from the 1940s. He's literally like one of the fucking great pen and ink masters, right? I know that there's theory, and there's a fucking rule behind everything in art, right? But this right here, what I'm doing right now, is just quote unquote A, bastardizing the rule, but B, kind of just trying to understand it vaguely through intuition and what I can intellectualize. Sure, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna leave this like this for now. If I feel as if we can actually do this. I like doing this on these little things, actually, creating because this also is scratches, right? Like these little little squiggles, but these squiggles have intention. It's like imagining, if we're saying this is metal, this is like pieces of the metal falling off, right? Like we can imagine, because if we make a big one like that, like, okay, like this right here, this is an abstraction that the brain can comprehend, and it's like, oh, okay, there's like shit falling off here, and there's a way to place it aesthetically. Am I doing it aesthetically? Probably not. Like most likely not, right? This just looks like a random assortment. Vexel, I'll be right back. Got to free up storage space to make this artwork. I'm really honored that you're even doing this, so I appreciate it, to be honest. But is he bursting? Might be, right? Maybe there's a bunch of jism there. Maybe that's what he's fucking pumping his arm with. The squid witch woman man. Fuck, I keep calling him a her and her a him. I can't stick to the goddamn script. But yeah, maybe it's just a fucking just this is pumping himself with jizz, and then that jizz is translating to his fucking thing. I have no idea, bro. This character is a fucking semen tank for all we know. But we can even, to add to that, do something like, and I love doing this because I'm a lazy piece of shit. I just like adding Wait. Wait. I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to fuck this up. Oh shit. I'm trying to think about this. Hold up. Okay, so it goes like this, right? And then we can have something like that. What the fuck have I done? I have no idea. This was supposed to be a fucking twisted cylinder like this. And as you can see, again, I need to break out of that, right? Look at the unnecessary amount of repetition. Oh, I do one twist like this, and then I do another twist like this. It's these are the artist woes, I guess, right? But okay, we need to visualize the cylinder. We need to unfuck the cylinder. Is what we need to do. Or we can literally just break this off and say like, oh, it was supposed to be connected, but it's not. Haha. This is fucking just bullshit, right? Yeah, look, it's like, oh, it was, but this guy's breaking. Oh shit, you don't want to fucking see him when he's breaking, right? This is the genius. This is the Viggy effect. When in doubt, lie. Just lie that it was intentional. Who's gonna know apart from your audience of 8 people, right? They all wish you'd be a big YouTuber, but by the time you are, these people won't even be subscribed to you, let alone remember who you are. So it's fine. But yeah, guys, thank you for the support. I 100% believe that this channel is gonna blow up, right? Whether it's through these streams, because I think this is really fun, or mainly through the fundamentals practice that I do, right? That's my whole shtick. It's not really a shtick. It's just to showcase. Look at this random fuckhead and how he became an incredibly skilled artist over the course of 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 years, right? The whole point is to get people thinking, wait, if he can do it, I can do it, right? What separates us apart from the fact that he has a beautiful voice and a beautiful mustache? Actually, I had a beautiful mustache. I shaved it a while back, much to the dismay of my girlfriend. Oh, she was all like, "Give me that shit." I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me." But apart from that, good times. What am I doing here? No idea. But we're just gonna pretend like it adds texture to something, right? And maybe this can be like a chainmail thing, actually, right? Because I've seen Antonio from Artwad do draw chainmail like this, right? And we can even add a little bit of shadow, I think, to the ends of them, but maybe that can come after, right? I'll show you what can come after. Oh, this is a fucking horrible joke, Jesus. But I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. Now we have to return to this arm. See, and now we can also do something like that. Mustache, exactly. Mustache. That's a Team 4-Star reference for the unaware, right? Team 4-Star is the people who made Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Fucking hilarious, to be honest. But yeah, I guess that's just that's all I wanted to say. It's a funny little reference I have. I don't even know how the fuck I started this cylinder. I guess it's going like this now then. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you're drawing along. If this is entertaining you, great. That's cool. I have nothing against that, right? Because at the end of the day, if I provide any sort of value, whether it's knowledge, humor, right, cocaine, it's all fine by me. Okay, cool. We've started to create this arm of sorts, and it's starting to look like something. I really hope my mic doesn't die. I hope my phone doesn't die either, actually. It's a complete fucking risk I'm taking. But let's add some shadows here, right? Do I know what these shadows are for? Absolutely not. Do I look like someone who knows what to do with shadows? Don't answer that question, because it's no. But let's see. It's just, okay, that will be the texture we use. We've established our texture, right? Which is these little spotted, this looks like shillings, like bricks, like chainmail, right? Something like that. But we obviously, this is not that good because I was being very unintentional with my lines. I want to make it clear, this is not good. This right here, this is not good because there's a lack of intent. But we can fix that in the later ones. So that's fine too. Same thing here. This is like a thing that we're covering up. Maybe we can have something more dropping like that, more metal or whatever the fuck it is, right? And God, I'm getting a fucking headache. Okay, I'm gonna rest my brain, guys, for 10 seconds. This is called the spacing effect, right? I'm sure there's gonna be like fucking half the people are gonna drop off because none of you can wait 10 seconds. Your attention spans are fucked, especially without the nice little music in the background that I usually have. But yeah, give me 10 to 15 seconds. I need to rest my brain, otherwise I'm gonna kill myself, right? Uno segundo, momento, por favor. What the fuck? Okay. And I'm back. Did anybody leave? My hands are shaky. Yeah, that happens, bro. Or sorry, what the fuck. I guess you're a woman, but I can still call you bro. I won't take that back. That happens, brother. Uh, mm. Just focus on your fine motor skills. My hands were shaky a couple days ago. This shit happens. You gotta get warmed up, right? Barely even started drawing, as in today or in general, because it's very normal for your hands to be shaky. Oh God, man, the amount of times I've shown this, but I really want to show people how shit I was in like the first year and a half, or not even like the first year of practicing lines. But I'll give you a little demonstration. When I started with this brush pen, by the way, which was 8 months, no, yeah, 11 months into drawing, I started with this brush pen, right? My lines were like this, okay? 2024, October, I started, right? This is what every single line that I put down was in any angle. What I was trying to do was this. It was this. That's what I was really, really aiming for. But every single line I put down for months on end was basically this and getting slightly less shit than this. And now, 2 years later, a year and 8 months later, I'm here, still focusing on my lines. Look, if I actually show a little bit, you see, like the lines are still very messy. See, still very wobbly, still very. Oh fuck no! I was trying to make a point. Oh God. Oh no, you piece of shit. The secret to learning is practice. Exactly. Fucking piece of shit, Vexel. You ruined everything. Anyways, oh bro, what are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do about this? We'll turn it into a scar. Everybody's like, no, no. It's okay, guys. This is a scar now. Okay. It's okay. No, it's literally not your fault. I'm just a fucking idiot. This is what happens when I get passionate and I start fucking going off. Listen, we can make this work. There. This is just there you go. Just hide it. There you go. We're hiding it. See? And we can turn this into a stitch actually. Look, watch. Now it's like, oh, it's intentional. Oh my God, he's a genius. Look at that. Look at that. Just hide that too. There you go. Everybody just lost their shit. A war scar. Sure. And look, to get rid of the fact that this line is still pretty prominent, boom, shadow. Look at that. Right? Shadow. Cool. This represents a victory scar with shaky lines. Exactly. But you see? Ta-da! And we can even do something like this to make the eye think the scar is going this way. And now, maybe it looks worse, maybe it looks better. To be honest, I can't tell. It likely looks worse because it's still hard to fix it, but now it's like, okay, there's shading, there's something, blah, 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 right? Boom, it's all good. This is how you work around art. This is why you have to love pen, right? Because look at that, I did not expect to do that. But now it's like, okay, cool, it's more dynamic. Finally, my internet is going back to normal, nice. But yeah, Vexel, the point I was trying to make, it was God's plan all along, green to second, exactly. The point I was trying to make is your lines will be shit for a very long time. That's why the mindset when it comes to learning is just focusing on the effort. Growth mindset is literally just focus on the effort, derive pleasure from the effort. That's all it is. I say all, but obviously it's difficult. But the thing is, when you realize mindsets can be changed is when you can literally change the way you enjoy learning. Now, when I learn, I truly internalize this around February, Marchish, right? And you'll like, it's all in my videos. Like, you guys will hear my fucking progress to feeling that way. But yeah, truly, it's just about internalizing the fact that right now it's and forever, not just when you get good, but always you're focusing on the effort, right? And that's all that matters. That's the beauty of it, is that's all that matters, you know? And when you make mistakes, another thing that in terms of like literally neuroscience that helps is derive pleasure from the mistakes that you make, right? Which is why you want your eye for good art to honestly be better. Because when you can see and understand your mistakes and you can derive pleasure from those mistakes, you are actually training your brain to recognize them and course correct them, right? Your synapses, neuroplasticity, blah, blah, blah. Like they're literally course correcting when you recognize these mistakes. So that's also really good. And that's the only tip I can give you, is simply, it's so fucking generic, but I'm trying to give you the science behind it so you know exactly how to do it, which is enjoying the process, obviously. But that's literally how you enjoy the process. You focus on the effort, you derive pleasure from the effort. You focus on the errors, you intentionally make many errors, and then you literally gaslight yourself. You force yourself to feel good while you make those errors. Because think about it this way: when you make errors, you either feel frustration or you feel like, oh, sorry, when you make errors you feel frustration, right? So if you can feel frustration, you can literally force yourself to feel the opposite of frustration. If we can change our mindsets, clearly we can change the way we perceive or have an emotional reaction to a process or outcome, right? What is this Vixel saying? Why am I intently focused on what you're saying? I felt like I was listening to a wise man. You're probably intently focused on what I'm saying because I've actually put my money where my mouth is, which is I have literally practiced like this and seen the compound effect and exponential growth, right? I'm not speaking out of my ass. Type in how to learn any skill faster or how to learn skills faster. Andrew Huberman. I'm literally just regurgitating what he says, right? But it's true. That's literally how it works. There's one thing that piece of shit knows. It's A, how to keep a stable full of hoes, and B, how to I love that joke, and B, neuroscience, right. And you know, like, it's not even just what he says. The gap effect is known all throughout. This is why I take little brain rest breaks every few minutes, right? It's why after you're practicing something, which shouldn't be longer than 60 to 90 minutes, it's called an ultradian rhythm, right? Our body operates in ultradian rhythms, which is roughly 90-minute cycles. That's how our sleep operates. That's how our focus bouts operates, our learning about everything. It's all based on these 90 minutes. Very interesting. I don't know if we know why, but that is how it is. So after your 60 to 90-minute learning session, rest your brain for 10 minutes. Don't go on your phone. Do not do anything related to technology or diverting your attention, and just rest your brain, right? Just relax. I literally just go to my bed, which is back there, and I just lie down and chill. It 100% works. And the thing is, even if it doesn't work, even if none of what I'm saying works, it still benefits you to do what I suggest. Honestly, I'm telling you to do what I tell you, because what I'm telling you is enjoy the process, get happy when you make mistakes, and just believe that'll make you better. So whether the science backs it up or not, which it 100% does, whether it does or not, it's actually just in our favor as lifelong learners to pursue this mindset and to embody this mindset, right? And yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming to my Vig talk, I guess. I made that joke in today's video. You guys will hear it in about fucking 3 weeks. So yeah, I hope that helps, Vexel. You know, and this is a concentrated thing. Like, it's not like you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna feel happy, and then boom, you'll do it. Pomodoro method. Is that Pomodoro method? I thought Pomodoro method was like 20 minutes on, 5 minutes off, or some shit. Either way, yeah, the point is you take breaks, right? Gap effect, all that stuff. But the thing is, this is a concentrated effort. You won't suddenly one day be like, okay, I am now deriving pleasure. You, just like you force yourself to focus and concentrate, you will have to focus on enforcing this mindset. So the first step is obviously catching the mindset. The second step is enforcing the mindset. And you do this over and over again until you get good at it, obviously. Just like anything else, it's just a skill. Once you realize everything is a skill, and once you realize everything is a skill that you can get better at, boom, life just opens up. much like my butthole. Uh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to add like different textures. Whether it's working, only God knows. Which is me. So it's not working. It's definitely not working. It's like fucking getting super bloated and shit. But this is like I'm getting to what 79 minutes. You see, like I'm nearing the tail end of my little focus bout, right? So it only makes sense that I'm not used to drawing for this long. I draw for an hour. I draw in 1 hour bouts, 2 hours a day usually, 5 days a week. I basically draw for anywhere from 5 to 7 hours a week, right? So my brain, when I stream especially, it's difficult. Maybe something more metallic here. And again, like think about it this way, okay? I'm literally thinking about the entire lips, and this is hard. This is so difficult to cut, to make it disjointed, right? Like to cut off initially what you're drawing. I think I'm actually fucking this up because my brain is not working right now. But yeah, like trust me, every little part of art. First, you're like, I can draw boxes and cylinders. Then it's like, oh shit, I have to this right here, like drawing a cylinder and then drawing another cylinder behind it and cutting it off. That's so difficult. And then now this little thing where I'm adding cutouts, also very difficult. Every little micro thing is a skill. So every little micro challenge is also a skill that can be attained, right? Drawing a line with my hand like this is a skill. Now drawing it in the exact same position, but drawing a line like this is also a skill, right? You have to be in the mindset that everything is a skill. What the fuck? What did Green the second say? How to draw ovals. Just do it, innit? The fuck? What kind of stupid ass question is that, bro? Just do it. Literally stop asking questions and just do it. That is probably the worst advice you'll ever receive from anyone who tries to teach you anything on art, right? 90% of art tutorials on YouTube are absolute fucking garbage for this reason. They assume everybody already understands form and perspective. They're all fucking idiots, I swear. There's a lot of good ones, but many of them, vast majority of them, are actual fucking retards, and that's why I hated. That's why I hated watching shit on YouTube. The key is practice, of course, but practice. Okay, if you want to know how to draw ovals, draw a plane. If you don't know how to draw a plane, get good at drawing planes. Practice this hundreds, thousands of times, right? While you're practicing this, practice putting a circle within it, right? That's the second step. The third step is encompassing these prior two steps, which is now you imagine the plane and then you draw the ellipse while imagining the plane. That's going to be extremely fucking difficult, super hard. Mic gone? Mic gone. What the fuck? How's the mic gone? It's on. It's not dead. What? How's my mic gone? I'm so confused. Fucking difficult. Super hard. Mic gone. Mic gone. Okay, I think this is a Green the second problem because I can hear myself. What are you guys talking about? What do you mean my mic's gone? The fuck? I'm so confused. Okay, I think this is a Green the second problem. Can you guys hear me? Please say if you can hear me, because I can literally. I have my. You can probably hear the annoying ass audio in the background of my iPad, but I literally hear myself. So I hear it. Okay, one person hears it. That's enough for me. I don't give a fuck anymore. Green is gaslighting me. I think I've bastardized the use of that word, but either way, I hear. Okay, Yukaha Uni, you hear. That's all that matters. Vexel hears. Cool, that's fine. Green, fix your shit, bro. But guys, I think you can tell, like, I literally don't know what I'm doing anymore, and my brain is just tired. What I don't know if, because the thing is, I'm probably in an opposite time zone to you people. That's right, I said you people. But I will call it here, and then I will pick it up tomorrow morning EST, probably anywhere from 10 to 12, probably 1, something like that. My brain is tired. I would also like to sleep. It is close to, it's 1 here. It's 1 here now. So, oh shit, this thing's been off center the entire time. Nobody fucking tells me these things. But just so those of you who can hear, right? Like I'm gonna call it here. Please let me know how you liked it, right? I'm not gonna log off until I get a couple people letting me know how they felt, what they thought. Hopefully, what I said was helpful, right? Despite all my rambling and shit, was it beneficial to you? I will wait a couple minutes max, and then I'm just gonna say, okay, fuck it, nobody cares, and I'm gonna hang up. Hang up. What the fuck? I'm gonna turn the audio off. Turn the audio off? What am I saying? I'm gonna turn the video off. This is how you know my fucking brain's dead. Jesus Christ. But yeah, let me know. Did you enjoy drawing along, having fun? Now it's fixed. Okay, it's fixed for Green. Nice. Vexel, amazing. Okay, thank you. Yeah, as long as I helped you understand the mindset it takes to not only just as a beginner enjoy art, but just literally to learn anything. It applies to art, but I actually also practice piano, and I applied the exact same thing to piano. In 1 year, my teacher was like, "Oh, amazing! Your progress is amazing." So I loved it. Never stop. Yeah, I won't. I mean, I think this stream format is perfect, which is just draw stuff from imagination, right? Shoot the shit, try to figure stuff out as I go, and yeah, let's see what happens. And I think clearly you guys seem to love it. So with that being said, for those who are new, this is my outro. All right, be prepared. It's a wonderful outro. As always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you. I have to fucking awkwardly shimmy this out. This is every fucking time on my stream I have to do this. Goodbye. Have fun. Enjoy.